Hello everybody, it's me, Nikki, and today, early this morning, on Tuesday, I'm doing a tag. It's Tag Tuesday. I'm going to be doing the comfort reading tag. I saw this over on Read Becca's channel, which I will make sure to link below. Sorry for any reflection. I don't know how to fix that except doing this. I'll just sit up straight or see what happens. So yeah. Question number 1 is The Kettle's On. A book of steadfast comfort, always there for you, makes any day better, like a cup of tea or your favorite warm drink. I'm gonna say Winnie the Pooh, because I grew up with him, and the whole characters, and the books just make me feel better. Number 2, Grandmother's Quilt, a book that reminds you of a loved one, or a comforting book that was given to you or read aloud to you by someone dear. I'm gonna have to say any Dr. Seuss book, because those were the first books that my mom and I read together. Excuse me. Mom read them to me, and then I would read them along with her, you know? So, yes. Warm Spices, a book with particularly vivid prose or imagery. It's early morning, I'm sorry. A story comforting in its richness, depth, or vibrance. The only one that comes to mind is The Fifth Season. I don't know if it's comforting, but it's very vivid, and I do remember certain scenes from it, and I'll think about them. But I wouldn't say it's a particularly comforting book, but that's the only thing I can think of. So sometimes books just come to your mind and you're like, that doesn't fit the prompt, but it's all I got. Candlelight, a book that keeps you going or encourages you when things feel dark. I mean, there's that iconic scene in at least the Lord of the Rings movie where Sam says, "Don't give up, Frodo," but I haven't read that in the book. Oh, this is hard. A book that keeps you going. A hitchhiker's book. It's not necessarily encouraging, but when you feel unhappy, I don't think you could read any Douglas Adams hitchhiker's book and not feel happy or like laugh at the idiocy of everything. You know what I mean? Number 5 is Laugh Medicine, a book that makes you laugh out loud or grin widely, coming to the rescue on the gloomiest days. That's got to be One Piece, because it's just hysterical, and I'm always excited to see what kind of trouble the Straw Hat crew is going to get into. In bed all day, you've got your warm drink, a cozy blanket. What do you read when you're curled up in bed all day, or for a couple of hours anyway? It's probably the book that any book that I'm currently reading is one I try to read. At the moment, it is no, what's it called? Promise of Blood is what I'm currently reading. It's not necessarily a book you curl up with, but well, It is a chunker. I do like reading chunky books in bed, you know, because you're like, ooh, oh, it's a good one. Number 7, Endless Comfort, a book that brings you solace no matter how many times you reread it. That's a good question. It's gonna sound strange, but probably any of my Roger the Chapman books. I haven't reread them yet, but I plan on it. It's just, I mean, there's like murder and serious issues and stuff, but I just find them really, they're almost like cozy murder mysteries in the Middle Ages, if that makes any sense. Well, they're not cozy, but you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it. It's very strange trying to explain how a mystery book, a murder mystery book, brings you comfort. Number 8, Portable Hope, a book that restores your faith in humanity, life, in yourself. A book that says it's going to be okay, the world is full of good things, and tomorrow will be better. Ooh, that's a good one. I can't think of anything. Probably, even though I haven't read them and I know how it turns out, The Lord of the Rings is probably like that. I've read the first one, but I know how it turns out. So yeah, I'll say Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. A basket for your neighbor. A basket for your neighbor. Just as it's lovely to be comforted by books, it can be lovely to pass the comfort along. Imagine you were putting together a cozy comfort basket for your neighbor or a friend, loved one. Which book or books would you include? I don't know. I think, like, if it was for my mom, she wouldn't like any of the books I have because she likes murder mysteries, but not set in the past, if that makes sense. It would really depend upon the person, because I know I'm rambling, but my books are pretty, I don't know. I would put in, I've got a couple like books over here. I got a Bad Girls Throughout History that would probably be cool to have people read. I got a book about ghosts in Ireland. Maybe Winnie the Pooh or Madeline. I don't know. I just would really depend on the person. Like none, like I said, my mom wouldn't like any of the books. 'Cause I guess she might like Roger the Chapman, even though it's in the past, but probably not. That one's really hard. 'Cause I just don't like to like thrust books at people if they're not gonna like them, because then they'll tell me they didn't like it and I'll be like, oh no, don't tell me that. And the last one, A Walk in the Woods. Though we'd like to stay curled up indoors with our books forever, we've got to venture into the world again sometime. No, we don't. A walk in the woods always helps me feel refreshed. Tell us about a book with beautiful nature writing or a book that restores your peace. it's gonna probably sound weird, but like any book, well, maybe not any, but like most fantasy books are sort of what I don't know if they restore my peace, but they make me at ease because I can go into a different world and not have to deal with my problems. We get to deal with other people's problems that they can actually solve. So yeah, sci-fi books make me nervous sometimes because I'm like, oh, there's space and future. Also some murder mystery books. They don't bring me restore my peace, but I figure that the murders are gonna be solved, so the problem is going to get resolved at some point. So yeah, I guess I don't really have a lot of comforting books. Oh well. Anyway. Oh yeah, sorry for the messy hair. My little cow lick area or whatever the hell that is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye!